Professor Amir Khalid stood dwarfed by the Great Pyramid, the desert wind whipping sand against his weathered face like tiny, insistent whispers for decades. Egypt's ancient stones had been his companions, his obsession, far more constant than fleeting human connections. While celebrated in academic circles for his meticulous work, his personal life echoed the empty corridors he studied, silent and profoundly lonely tonight. Beneath a velvet sky salted with stars, he felt the familiar ache of isolation sharper than ever. His latest theory, born from years studying minute cracks and thermal anomalies, pointed towards an uncharted space deep within the monument's heart, a secret untouched for millennia. Was it merely professional ambition that drove him, or a deeper, unspoken yearning to connect with something beyond the silence of his own existence? His trusted team, sensing the weight of the moment, worked with hushed reverence inside the narrow, confining passageway. The air hung thick with millennia of dust and anticipation. Hours bled into one another, marked only by the rhythmic scrape of trowels and the low hum of ground-penetrating radar. Then it happened. Ahmed, his youngest assistant, let out a choked gasp. His light beam vanished into a sudden, unexpected darkness where solid stone should have been. A collective breath caught in every throat. Carefully, painstakingly, they widened the aperture, revealing not just a void, but the unmistakable outline of a doorway, sealed with a single, immense limestone slab untouched by modern hands. Khalid's heart hammered against his ribs, a frantic drumbeat in the profound silence. This was no ordinary tomb annex. The energy felt different, charged with an almost sacred secrecy. Days of cautious effort followed before they could safely move the blocking stone. Khalid was the first to step through, his headlamp piercing the absolute blackness of the hidden chamber. The beam swept across walls alive with color unlike the grand, formal depictions in royal tombs. These paintings were intimate, achingly human scenes unfolded of families sharing meals under palm trees, children playing with wooden toys, craftsmen laughing as they shaped stone, lovers walking hand in hand beside the life-giving Nile. The artistry was breathtaking, capturing fleeting moments of everyday joy and tenderness. With astonishing vitality, it felt like stepping into a sunlit afternoon preserved for eternity, a stark contrast to the somber grandeur. Khalid was accustomed to tears, unbidden, welled in his eyes, blurring the vibrant images of lives lived long ago. In the center of the small chamber, resting on a simple stone pedestal, lay a single object, a flat, polished piece of rose quartz, intricately carved with hieroglyphs. Khalid approached it slowly, reverently, his fingers trembling slightly as he brushed away a fine layer of undisturbed dust. The symbols weren't royal decrees or religious invocations. They were words from the heart. As he began to decipher them, his breath hitched. I, Menna, son of Katie, carved this chamber in secret. The inscription began not for Pharaoh, but for the beauty Pharaoh forgets, for the laughter of my son, the wisdom in my wife's eyes, the warmth of shared bread at dusk. These walls hold the true gold, the moments that make the heart sing. May whoever finds this know they are not alone in seeing the light within the simple things. Menna spoke of his own hidden fears, his love for his family, his quiet rebellion against only honoring the mighty. Khalid sank to his knees before the pedestal, the quartz cool beneath his trembling fingers. Menna's words resonated within him with shattering force, echoing his own unspoken loneliness. Here, buried under millions of tons of stone, crafted by a humble artisan millennia dead, was a mirror held up to his own soul. Menna hadn't built a monument to death, but a sanctuary for life, for love, for family, for the quiet, enduring connections Khalid himself had let slip away in pursuit of dusty accolades. The vibrant paintings seemed to pulse with warmth, wrapping around him like an embrace from across the centuries. The profound isolation he carried melted away, replaced by a staggering sense of kinship with this long-vanished man, who understood the essential human need for connection. News of the discovery shook the world, but for Khalid, the true treasure remained deeply personal. He ensured Menna's chamber was preserved, his story told not just as an archaeological footnote, But as a testament to the timeless human spirit Khalid changed, he reached out to estranged family, made time for friends, learned to savor quiet evenings watching the sunset paint the desert in hues of fire. The relentless drive for the next discovery softened, replaced by a profound appreciation for the present moment. For the people sharing his journey, he often returned to stand near the pyramid at dusk, no longer feeling dwarfed by its immensity, but connected. Menna's hidden chamber hadn't yielded gold or a mummy. It offered a far richer prize, the reminder that love, family, and shared moments were the true, enduring monuments. Years later, an older, gentler Professor Khalid brought his young granddaughter, Layla, to see the pyramid, holding her small hand. He told her not just of pharaohs and engineering marvels, but of Menna, the stone carver who painted his heart on a hidden wall. He spoke of love that echoes through stone, and the profound truth that no one is truly alone. As Layla gazed up at the ancient stones with wide, wondering eyes, Khalid felt Menna's legacy live on, a quiet whisper of hope and connection passed down, as timeless as the stars beginning to shimmer above the silent desert, a perfect lullaby for the soul.